I grew my Instagram from 700 to 40,000 followers and hit my first 10k month after implementing this content strategy. Before implementing it, I used to post every single day, and I was honestly stuck on 700 followers for about 3-4 months before I started using the content strategy. I was putting so much effort in my videos, but I was just completely stagnated with my views. Now I've grown my Instagram account to 60,000 followers and hit my first 30k month as a coach, all through using this strategy. In this video, I'm going to break down the exact strategy so you can implement it to your own page and you can start actually growing your page, growing your following, growing your income, and so you never run out of content ideas ever again. I've got 5 videos hit over 1 million views and a few more that are between 200k and 500k that have brought in so many followers to my page and made me so much money, so much sales, and helped me create the impact I actually want to make. Right now, you're probably banging your head against a wall, not knowing what to post or create. You're probably using ChatGPT to try to come up with content ideas and scripts, and it probably sounds so robotic and shit and you don't even want to use it. And your notes app on your phone is an absolute mess with random content ideas that you never actually get around to create. Right now, you're probably stuck in the loop of waking up, trying to come up with content ideas, trying to script them, trying to record them, trying to edit them, post them, and the cycle repeats. And it's so inefficient. It's using up so much of your brain power and capacity that you could be putting into other areas, and you're still stuck probably under 1,000 views and you can't grow your account. Well, this video is going to put a complete end to that because you're going to learn my strategy, which is so much more efficient, effective, and it's actually going to grow your account with less time input. So the first step to my 30k a month content strategy is ideation. And here are 3 ways you can come up with content ideas. The first one is you and your life experience. Most people are coaches or posting content to help some form of their past self. So here's a pool of things so you'll have endless ideas on what to post on. Also, people only buy from people that they want to be like in some capacity. So if you're a fat loss coach and you're not in shape, people probably aren't going to listen to you. If you're a mindset coach but you're constantly getting triggered and being reactive and don't have a good mindset, no one's probably going to listen to you. If you're a business coach but you're making no money, no one's probably going to listen to you. So showing your life experience, showing your lessons, showing painful things you overcame, all of this helps build trust and connection, but also shows that you're really embodied in what you do. So the first thing to do is write down 10 life lessons you've learned over the last X amount of years. Second thing is 10 painful things that you've overcome that's made you into who you are. And the last one is just 10 life experiences that you've had that's helped you grow into the coach and the person that you are. At the end of that, you're going to have 30 ideas that you can pull from to make content ideas on. The next thing is what I call 5x5 strategy. So go look at 5 creators who have grown, who are really big, who you absolutely love. Then save their 5 most viral videos. Success leaves clues. All 25 of these videos have gone viral for a reason. I like to call this a viral template. So what you can do then is screen record that viral video and then put your own information into the sequence that was used to create that viral video. So let's say it was B-roll for 5 seconds with writing on the screen. Take the same time, take the same maybe even music and replicate your own information into that video, but keep the cadences and the timings the same because this format of video has been proven to go viral before. So by putting in your information to this viral template, it gives you a better chance of actually getting more reach. Then the third thing is ICP content. So you want to be so clear on who is your ideal customer and who is your ideal viewer. You want to be almost inside their heads. Like, what problems are they waking up in the morning thinking about? What problems are they going to bed at night thinking about? How does their morning routine look like? How does their day look like? What do they talk to about their friends in terms of the problems that they're facing? Literally write 2 or 3 A4 sheets in terms of, literally write down 2 or 3, literally just take out a piece of paper and start writing and writing and writing all the problems, all the little finite things that your ideal client and your ideal viewer is struggling with. And then you're going to have so many problems that you can pull from in that pool to actually solve in your content to help them and speak directly to them. Another way to do this is take your clients' problems as well. Ask every single one of your clients, what have you struggled with this week, and make content solving those problems. So never use ChatGPT ever again for scripting and ideating content, and only revert back to these 3 pools. So the next thing you want to do is when you're scripting your content, you want to always remember that virality equals watch time ultimately, because Instagram gets paid based on how long people spend on the app. So it's in Instagram's best interest to keep people on the app for as long as possible. So therefore, if there's a video that a lot of people are watching most of the video, they're going to push that video to more people because they deem it as interesting and they deem it as something that people want to watch. So in your videos, when you're creating your videos, when you're scripting your videos, the most important part of the video is the first 3 to 5 seconds. Because if people are scrolling on and you're losing people in the first 3 to 5 seconds, then your video is going to get pushed to no more people and it's going to get stuck under 1,000 views always. When you're scripting your video, if you don't have those first 3 to 5 seconds dialed in, you might as well not post a video because it's probably not going to do well. And there's 3 things you want to look at in terms of how you can make it as engaging and as hooky as possible. So first of all is the verbal hook. So that's what you're saying in those first 3 seconds. The next is your visual hook. So that's what you're doing in those first 3 seconds. And the last one is a static hook. So that is what is the writing on the screen that engages people and keeps them wanting to watch more of it. So with every single video you're scripting, you want to make sure you have a really dialed in verbal hook hook, really good visual hook that makes people go, oh, this looks interesting to watch, and then static text on the screen as well that hooks the viewer in to want to watch the video. The next thing you want to do is you want to go back and shorten your script. You always want to think, how can I give the viewer the most amount of value in the least amount of words? Because if at any point in the video you lose someone's attention and they scroll on, your video is probably going to stop getting pushed to more and more people. So it's just an attention game at the end of the day. You want to think, how can I keep someone's attention on this video for as long as possible? And if there's a way that you can say the same thing in less words, that's going to hook people's attention more. Because when people are doom scrolling on the couch, if they get bored for one split second, they're going to scroll on to the next video. And if enough people do that, that's going to absolutely tank your watch time and tank the attention that you're getting on that video. So always think most amount of value, least amount of words. So we've covered ideation, we've covered scripting. The next thing is you have to batch content. So you want to batch at least 5 videos in one go. And you just want to make it the least resistance possible. So pick your outfits, pick what you're wearing, pick where you're recording, pick what props you're using. Make sure you have all this written down before you start recording so your head's not absolutely fried trying to think of all these things on the day of recording. That way you only spend a couple of hours a week actually recording content instead of an hour every single day, which just fries your head. Then once you have your content batched, the last stage in the production process is editing. So how I do this to make it more fun is just habit stacking. I'll either go on the treadmill and edit my videos, get my steps in. I'll go to a nice coffee shop and I'll edit my videos. I'll go to recovery and sit by the pool and edit my videos. Try to pair it with a task that you actually don't mind doing. Even like your morning coffee or something like that. This makes it a little bit easier for your head. If you're over 5 or 6K a month, you're probably going to have an editor that's going to help you edit your videos so you're not wasting your time on low value tasks. But until that point, pairing it with a task that you can do that's kind of fun, so you can just go get them all edited, get them all scheduled, and it's off your plate for the rest of the week, is the most efficient way to do it. And the last and most important stage in the process is to track data. Track your views consistently. And let's say in a week period you post 7 videos. 2 of those videos get over 1,000 views and the rest get under 1,000 views. You want to double down on those 2 videos that got over 1,000 views. The main 2 things you want to look at is the format of video you used and the topic that you were talking about. And you want to double down the next week on those same formats and those same topics. And the same goes again. Then the next week you're going to have 7 videos. You might get 3 maybe that gets like 2,000 views or over, and the rest might tank. And then you want to, the next week after that, double down on those 3 videos that got more views, rinse and repeat. Then every 3 months, if you get a super viral video that gets like 500, 600k or over 1 million, you want to just repost that video. Either you can change the B-roll in it, but you want to keep the script the same, or else you can just leave it the exact same and repeat it, because the spotlight effect is so mad. People are sometimes scared to repost because they're like, oh, my audience have seen this before. No one will remember. People only remember, honestly, your last 5 videos most of the time. And even if they do, it could reach hundreds of thousands of more new followers. So it's definitely worth doing to make sure that every 3 months you're reposting any videos that got any way viral or any way more views on your page as well. And also the same with cross-posting on platforms. Obviously, if you made a video, you might as well post it on Facebook, TikTok, and Instagram, because the hard work's done in making the video and the algorithms are all very different. So you could get a video that goes viral on TikTok and maybe doesn't do so well on Instagram. But if that happens, let's say, and you get a really viral video on TikTok and it doesn't go viral on Instagram, after a month or 2, you also want to repost that again on Instagram just to get any more reach as well. But yes, it's very important that you track your data and you double down on what's working, because without doing that, you're ultimately going to be just throwing spaghetti at the wall over and over and over again, and you have actually no data to see even what's working, what's not working, what's done well, what's not done well. Last point then is to always add a CTA in every single video you post. If you get 1 million views and you don't have a call to action to say follow for more or download my freebie, you might get around 1,000 new followers off that video. But if you do have a CTA and at the end of that video you say follow for more, you're probably going to get in around 10,000 followers for every 1 million views from the data I have for myself. So you always want to make sure in every single video you post there's some form of call to action in it, otherwise you're just losing people that could potentially follow you straight off the bat. So this is the main bulk of my content system and the tools and techniques and systems I use to grow my page so fast when most people are stuck under 10,000 for months and months and years on it. If you implement the value in this video, I guarantee you're going to see some form of growth. And if you want a free strategy call with me in terms of how to actually apply these ideas directly into your niche and directly into your business model, hit the link in my bio and you can book a free call with me and my team. Really hope you got value. If you did, please like, subscribe, and I'll be back next week with another episode.